Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Thursday, July 11th, 2019. Well, we have a very active weather pattern in place right now, and it looks like it's going to get pretty interesting, so let's dive right into it. This morning, we have muggy conditions as a warm front is attempting to move through the region. Winds are from the south around 5 miles per hour. We do have temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to lower 70s throughout much of the region. Scattered cloud cover for most of the area, but we are already starting to see some isolated thunderstorms pop up a little bit ahead of the forecast here. They're more likely to be more widespread by the time we get to this afternoon and evening, but because of the tropical nature of this air mass that is invading, won't take much to ignite some of these tropical thunderstorms. And I say tropical because the heavy downpours here with these thunderstorms are going to be pretty impressive, with the potential for rainfall rates of 1 to 3 inches per hour. That's why you have flash flood watches throughout the Philadelphia metro and approaching the New York City metro, basically around Newark, and also much of central New Jersey and down through southern New Jersey. So there is potential here for some flash flooding and for some rough travel conditions, especially for the evening rush hour. When we take a look at the latest satellite picture, you can see clouds are starting to increase as our warm front approaches and a few isolated thunderstorms try to develop. A cold front is back off to the west, but this cold front is going to be weakening as it approaches tonight on through tomorrow morning. So the primary lifting factor will be along and behind the warm front that will be lifting northward today, producing those showers and thunderstorms. Meanwhile, we do have some tropical trouble brewing in the Gulf of Mexico. We still have a potential tropical cyclone festering here in the Gulf of Mexico as we speak. As of 7:43, we still don't have a tropical depression, but I would not be surprised if that happens at some point this morning as it's getting a little bit better organized here. What we are expecting here at Weather Concierge and NY and JPA Weather is that this will become a tropical depression, and then a trough or cold front that is actually going to be moving through our neck of the region is going to pick up this tropical disturbance. Now, while it's curving northward, it'll be moving over a lot of warm water, so definitely watch for the intensification of this tropical disturbance into a depression and then into a tropical storm. Now, there's a chance before it makes landfall late Friday night into Saturday morning that it touches hurricane strength. We're talking about 75 miles per hour winds. Most likely this will remain a strong tropical storm, but you can't rule it out. It's too close to not bring up that potential. And then it's going to make landfall and then weaken right back into a tropical storm. The primary impacts here will be the heavy rain. You already have flash flooding throughout much of eastern Louisiana, and you also have a ton of water coming down because of all the rainfall we've seen over the upper Midwest coming down the Mississippi River, enhancing the flood stages already. Then you add in a lot of rainfall coming in, and that's going to support the potential for some pretty significant flash flooding. So you have that combination. Now, we are going a little bit further east. This track here is more in line with the actual ensemble guidance that has been coming out this morning, and this is the National Hurricane Center forecast, which, either way, as far as the center is concerned, it's not going to matter all that much. And in terms of the heavy rainfall, the impacts, it's not going to matter all that much. Central, eastern Louisiana, Mississippi, you're going to be in for some very heavy rainfall. And unfortunately, that's going to transfer up northward towards the Tennessee River Valley as we move on through the forecast period. And that also is going to have an impact on the forecast around here as well. So let's dive into that forecast for today. Watch out for that warm front and for these thunderstorms. They will be capable of very heavy downpours, and the potential for flash flooding is high. So not only are you going to need your umbrella, but you might actually be dealing with some areas of flooding as well via the streets, urban flooding, of course, streams, rivers, so on and so forth. Look for high temperatures to range from the lower to mid 80s on the coast and mid to upper 80s everywhere else. For tonight, the warm front lifts northward, the cold front will be on the move, and that will produce a threat for additional isolated showers and thunderstorms. Look for lows tomorrow morning in the lower 70s. For tomorrow afternoon, can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm, but not a washout. Scattered cloud cover, temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 80s. A few lower 90s are possible around the Philadelphia metro. On Saturday, our cold front again moves through. Now, basically, we're going to be in this continuous rinse and repeat through the weekend on through early next week. with fog as a threat early in the morning and an isolated thunderstorm in the afternoon. If you have plans this weekend, don't cancel them. Just be aware of the potential for an isolated thunderstorm to come on through with a brief heavy downpour, but not a washout this weekend. Temperatures on Saturday will range from the upper 60s for lows and mid 80s to lower 90s for highs. On Sunday, once again, same scenario. Look for lows in the mid to upper 60s for lows and mid 80s to lower 90s for highs. On Monday, temperatures will range from the lower to mid 60s for lows and mid to upper 80s for highs, lower 80s along the immediate coast. On Tuesday, same scenario again. Look for lows in the lower to mid 60s, highs in the mid 80s to lower 90s. And on Wednesday, another weak shortwave moves through with the threat for isolated showers and thunderstorms. Look for lows in the mid 60s to lower 70s, highs in the mid 80s to lower 90s. And then on Thursday, whatever's left of that tropical disturbance will be lifting up northward and will interact with this cold front here, leading to the potential for some heavy rainfall. So we'll have to watch that for Thursday afternoon and into Friday morning. Look for temperatures on Thursday range from the mid 70s for lows and lower to mid 80s for highs. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and as always, stay safe out there.